Hi friends. Oh my goodness. Okay. This was a bad idea. Okay. All right. Hi, welcome back. This is Molly, and she has a lot to say. Welcome to another reading vlog. I'm currently visiting my family's house. My dad's out of town for a little bit and my mom was home alone, so I decided to drive up and spend a couple days with her for Mother's Day, but also just because. And I thought that we would do another like mom and daughter reading vlog sort of hangout thing, because last year for Mother's Day, if you remember, I took her to Barnes & Noble and we played a little like game where we picked out books for each other, and it got a lot of positive reviews. We had a lot of fun doing it, so we're bringing it back. Currently right now, I am underneath Molly. I've been reading Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, while my mom is playing golf. Her and my dad are in this like little league thing. Even though my dad's out of town, my mom still had to go and like participate. And while she's been golfing, I have been reading Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is actually my book club pick for last month. What is that, April? So the live show discussion is this Saturday for my book club, and so I'm reading it now. Since picking it up today, I'm on page 123, and I like it so far. Basically about our main character, Emmy, who is a horse rider or horse racer, and she's moving back home to the family ranch in Montana because she had like an incident during one of her rides, and she is sort of just having to take a step back and like recover mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. And at this point in the story, we're still kind of learning about what's going on. And then there's our love interest, and it is Luke Brooks, and he is the notorious bad boy. There's about to be barking because my mom just got home. Oh boy, everyone's excited. And the tagline is, she's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules. And it's basically a small town brother's best friend romance. On the way up here on the drive, I did also pick up The Age of Magical Overthinking by Amanda Montell. I think I got like halfway through that as well. That one's a little nonfiction. I don't really know how to talk about that one yet. I need to like think about it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm loving it or not, but those are the two books that I'm reading currently right now. And my mom just got home, so we're gonna go take Avi and Molly out for a walk in the fairgrounds and then probably get some dinner.
Meet me with a middle scroll by the waterhole. Lucid dreams of you and me. Sky high, busy life, I wanna leave. Oh, muscle tight, early light, cleanse down jaw. Say my name or say it twice.
Are you sure I look alright? Because that seems pretty close.
I mean, would you like to take a minute?
No. If you think I'm okay,
I think you're great.
I don't want people to go, oh,
No one's gonna go.
maybe if I sit there. Don't look so aggressive.
Hi. 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 Since the last time we spoke, we actually did quite a few things. We took the dogs for a nice long walk in the fairgrounds. We went to a bookstore, which we are going to show you our little haul. It was fun. And then celebrated my nephew's 7th birthday a little bit. We did a little drive-by greeting. And now we're here.
What is that?
Just some birds, like birds flapping. I got 4 because I have a problem, and my mom got 1.
I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sure they're curious. It's How to Read the Wilderness.
It's really cute.
It's a very nice book. I like the feel of it. It's very textured. Yep. It's very pretty. And I love these kinds of books.
Sort of just like informational.
Like a how-to and, you know, how things look in nature and who eats them.
How to distinguish them from other things. By the Nature Study Guild.
Yeah. It's nice. And there's
cute.
all kinds of things. There's plants, animals, mammals, insects. I see some constellations. Yeah, everything that I love.
Very cute.
And Sid. So I'm going to look at it. It's just so pretty too.
They can't see that.
Oh, sorry. It's very pretty too, as far as, you know, the illustrations and the book cover itself. And
it has sprayed edges.
It does. So I'm looking forward to reading that.
Very fun. Mm-hmm. We'll start with my sprayed edge book, just because I didn't know that this book had sprayed edges for this first print edition. It is 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. I almost chose this for book of the month this month, but I'm really glad I didn't, because obviously this sprayed edge is stunning. I think, oh, these insides are very pretty.
Ooh.
Hello.
What? You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I like Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Okay, very cool. This is, I think it's 5 broken blades, but I think there's like following 6 people of a sort of like enemies plotting against the king or something like that. They agree on murder, they agree on treachery, but for these 5 killers, 5, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. The idea is that the king of Yusan must die, so I'm guessing that they're coming together for this like singular purpose, but they're all like liars and murderers, so like bound to be interesting. The next one is Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin. I've heard great things about this one.
That sounds like a title I'd want.
I know. Is
it what I think it is? I bet not.
No. It says it's a fast-paced, hilarious, and ultimately hopeful novel for anyone who has ever worried that they might be a terrible person.
What in the world does that have to do with facts about space?
Enid is obsessed with space. She can tell you all the black holes and their ability to spaghettify you without even batting an eye in fear. Her one major phobia, bald men. But she tries to keep that one under wraps. When she's not listening to her favorite true crime podcast on a loop, she's going out with a rotation of women from dating apps. At the same time, she's trying to forge a new relationship with her estranged half-sisters after the death of her absent father. She unwittingly plunges into her first serious romantic entanglement, and she starts to believe that someone is following her. As her paranoia spirals out of control, she must contend with her mounting suspicion that something is seriously wrong with her. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person she can't outrun, herself. I heard it's like a little bit like surreal, it's a little bit like quirky, funny, but like, fun.
Sounds all of that.
Yeah. I hope you can't hear Mabel barking.
I'm sure you can. It's okay. It's what she does best.
In my last book haul, I shared that I got the 3rd book in the Richard Osman Thursday Murder Club series. I thought it was the 2nd. Kind people commented and said, like, no, Sydney, that's actually the 3rd. So here's the 2nd, because I need to read the 2nd before the 3rd. Now I have the
so
1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Yeah.
And how many are there?
4 right now.
And is this the series that you wanted me to read?
Yeah, I think you would love it. That's my next recommendation.
Why would I love it?
Because it's hilarious and it's like a murder mystery. Richard Osman writes characters and all of these different voices so well, and it's so cute and fun and uplifting and sad and great.
Uplifting the man who died twice.
Yes.
Nice.
Live, laugh, love. And then the last one is The Ministry of Time by Kaitlyn Bradley. I actually got an arc of this and I have not yet read it, so that sucks, but here I have in the physical copy. I love this cover a lot. It's like a time travel, let's see, how can I say it like fastly?
It's about a boy that meets a girl.
A boy meets a girl, past meets the future, a finger meets a trigger, the beginning meets the end.
Ooh.
I know the main character is like chosen to be part of this top secret project, and she is a government ministry gathering expats from across history to establish whether time travel is feasible for the human body, but also for the fabric of space-time. So she gets sent to be an expat or like a person following, doing this study with another person who's already like in the thing. And now she's like watching over him and they fall in love, and it's like complicated because like time travel and stuff. And
like wormholes.
yeah, sort of. I have no idea. Possibly.
Well, that's
just love it. I love how it looks. I've heard good things.
Did you say the word arc?
Yes, I did.
What does that mean?
Advanced reader copy.
Oh, see? Didn't know.
The more you know.
What does that mean, advanced reader copy?
It means that you got, like, I got a advanced reader, like, an advanced reader copy. I got an,
but
like...
you just bought it at the bookstore.
I know, so there's this thing called NetGalley.
Oh, I misunderstood.
It's like
you already have this.
Yeah, but, like, a pre-published edition. So, like, I had the opportunity to read it before it was published.
Oh, no
to
kidding.
give early reviews. I just didn't get to it.
What?
It's not, a lot of people get them. Don't think that highly of me.
Well, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
Well, very
I
fun.
learned something new. Actually, I learned a couple things. Oh, this is mine.
Very fun.
Yeah. And then we bought my grandson,
Yes.
Sid's nephew, 4 books.
Yeah, got him a couple dragon books, and a Minecraft graphic
and
novel.
then, like, he's just a beginning reader. He's
Yeah.
in first grade, but
He's
he's
so
a really
cute.
good reader. Yeah.
And now we are back home. We had some Mexican food for dinner.
Ooh,
We're
so
ready
good.
to go. We have a little drink. I don't know. We're going to play a game.
We're going to play a game because Sid's good at it and I'm funny at it.
This one, I also want to play with Caleb. I'm going to have him do it probably for an exclusive video for my Patreon. If you ever want to check it out, it's down below in the description. We would love to have you. It's called The Greenhouse. It's very cute. She's actually wearing the merch. Wow, how cute.
Yep.
But okay, this game that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing my mom some book covers that she has no idea what the book is. She's never read it, but it's books that I have read, and we're going to see if she can come up, scoot in.
I wonder if I have read it.
No, you haven't. We're gonna
I just
see.
like to be hopeful.
We're gonna show her the book cover, and she is going to give us what she thinks that the book is about. Could be
quick
about
synopsis.
Quick synopsis.
Yeah. I'm not going from the beginning, middle to end.
So there's 4 books. So we're gonna do this hopefully before the camera overheats. We're gonna do our best.
Or the sun sets.
Yeah. Well.
No, we're good.
Okay. The first one.
Let me put on my glasses.
A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher.
That is an interesting cover.
I'll give you the genre of every single one, okay?
Oh, all right.
This
Appreciate
is
that.
like gothic horror.
Ooh. All right. So here's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
All right. A house with good bones. Like good bones means it has like good foundation, a good sense of a home.
Good
You
work,
can,
yes.
You can live in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can even sit in it.
You could. You can walk around, sit, sleep, but there's a vulture.
There sure is.
Now, you wouldn't want a vulture in your home. Or at least I don't think I would. But maybe the vulture plays a role of protection.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
What is it protecting?
The good bones. Or the aura of the house.
Okay, but what's going on? Like, why is there...
Nothing good. No.
Okay, what do you think our main character is doing? Like, what's going on within the plot generally?
The first word that comes to my mind is sinister, but I don't know if it's sinister. I think it's more... Did you say the main character is a female?
I didn't, but she is.
Okay.
Maybe I did say.
I don't
know.
You'd have to go back and rewind.
Rerun the tape.
Yeah, run the tape. I think she's up to no good.
Oh.
And the vulture is her. Like her, not her, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
yes, you do. You're just being difficult. It's like her,
You're not. This is what you're giving me.
her sense, her vibe that she gives off to the world. Like, there aren't good bones there.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so obviously for all 4 of these books, I'm not going to give spoilers in case you haven't read them.
Oh, so I'm
like,
not gonna know?
I will tell you. I'm gonna like. Half of that is actually like pretty good.
Right?
Correct. So I would say
I'm gonna say more than half. I think I'm right on the money.
the general synopsis is that our main character is going back home because her mother, who lives in this house, is starting, not a vulture, is starting to like act weird. Like she's changing things about the house. She's no longer comfortable or like able to exist comfortably in her house. It's like passed down. So the house used to be her grandmother's. Grandmother passed away, and now it's her house and
Long lineage of history.
lineage. And now mom's acting weird, and daughter is worried about her.
I bet.
And there are vultures within this story that are protecting in a way without giving anything away. Yeah, like that's actually really accurate. Like super accurate.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thank you.
I'll give you a point.
Point.
The next book,
Speaking of points, okay.
The Serpent and the Wings of Night.
Oh boy.
It is book 1 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. Fantasy romance, so romantasy. Not a lot of clues on this one, but I wanted to see what
No.
you got.
Right. Well,
So look at like the objects.
yes. Trying to see, like, I don't know if they're holding up like crystals. I don't know, some sort of.
Kind of looks like thorns. A snake, a rose, and
Yeah.
like a sword.
You've given me some help. I appreciate that. Oh, I see that now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
well,
entirely telling for this book. There's not a
No.
lot of stuff.
but I'd imagine it's a book that you've read it, right? Right.
I just finished the whole series,
and you probably liked it, right?
yeah, I think that it has like it's not my favorite, but I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. I would think that you. And this is a series.
Yeah, 2 novels.
Oh, just
and a novella.
Okay. So the serpent has wings at night.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, come on, that's what it says. And you know, that doesn't necessarily always happen.
Just some nights?
No, to serpents. Now, what it means is serpents are generally kind of bad. Like, they are not necessarily, friendly. I'm sorry.
No, you're
They're not necessarily, I was getting comfortable.
You can. Tell us your story. Let her cook.
So, this serpent gets wings. And only at night does she do her evil things. And then today, she's just a
Okay.
little serpent.
Any-
Something happens at night. Clearly. Night is very big. I am on the cusp. At night.
This has nothing to do with serpents. Her nickname is Serpent from her father.
Well,
She's
but
a human.
I knew that.
She's a human, not a serpent.
Yeah, but she acts like a serpent.
She has to because why? What is the world that she lives in? It's a fantasy
dark
book,
world.
So
The dark world.
What type of
Caves.
caves?
Yeah. I mean, she lives, in the underworld.
Okay.
It came to me.
Okay,
It just happened.
what's happening in the underworld?
Nothing good.
Nothing good ever.
I don't know. It's like Mom used to say, you'll be home by midnight. Nothing good happens at midnight. Wise. Well, she gets wings to get out of trouble. That's her only way of getting out of trouble. Because if she stays with the serpent attributes, she's going to die.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's got to get tough and get out of there.
She does
And
have
that's
to-
how she's going to do it.
Okay.
At night with wings.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close.
So our main character
There's a woman,
she's a woman.
Who has-
She's a human woman
correct?
who is.
has...
Shh, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, I could have told you, but let's
You
hear
did.
it.
You told me.
I told you.
She is the adopted daughter of the vampire king.
Oh, vampire. Why didn't I think of that? That makes sense.
I don't know how that makes sense. I had no idea that this was vampires.
No, but it makes sense now.
She's enrolling in this competition hosted by the Queen of Death herself, Nyaxia.
Oh.
And oh, hello.
Look how beautiful. Eating some jelly. Oh, you eat it all. You're a good boy.
Okay, focus. Excuse me. She's partaking in this competition, and the winner of the competition gets a wish granted from Queen of Death herself. And she's the only human. Like, everyone is a vampire. She lives in a world of vampires, but the
underworld. I was there.
Whether, in the competition,
there's
there's a little bit of caves.
Bats live in caves.
They're not bats.
Well, they're kind of like bats.
They're not.
They're vampires.
They're not the same.
They are. At night.
Okay.
Come on.
Half point.
Throw me a bone.
Okay, this one, just fantasy, okay? Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. The tagline is, "The boys are back in town."
Nice. That's a good song.
Who are they?
Well,
what are they doing?
Fighting.
Yeah.
With swords.
Yeah.
And they're wild.
Kings of the Wild.
Of the Wild. And they are... Ooh, see? All right, now I'm looking for clues here. Though that's like Vikings. I don't know about Vikings. This guy's tired. Look at him holding his sword. He done. Yeah, they're
but-
fighting for their lives.
What's going on in the story?
Well, it is...
Think of the name Kings of the Wild.
Yes.
So what's going on?
They're trying to win the throne between some rival families that want to own a particular piece of land. And they are fighting for their lives, not just at night.
24/7.
All day.
All day, all night.
Yeah. And look at Abby. And this particular group, I think, are the winners.
Okay, no point.
If you... What?
So
you gave me some positive reinforcement.
I am just saying,
yeah,
interesting.
That gave me some. You led me on. I kept going.
These guys
Yeah.
are in a mercenary band. The boys are back in town. They were one of the most famous bands of the whole land, of the whole wild. They were kings of the wild. The wild is a place in this world, like the wilderness.
Okay.
Like dangerous beasts, monsters, everything live in the wild. And they were kings of the wild. They could never be beaten. This mercenary group, they disbanded because they were getting old. Their joints don't work like they used to.
Yeah.
But one of them, his daughter, started her own band and is now in trouble. And they get the band back together for one last mission to go save this.
The boys are back in town.
Exactly.
Nice.
Isn't that kind of funny though?
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's a really comical
It sounds
fantasy.
it,
It's very
yeah.
it was very fun.
Thank
Very
you,
funny.
Abby. You? She just gave me a kiss.
Look at her on there.
She just licked my elbow.
You're so cute.
Thank you. You're a sweet girl.
Last one is a romance. I saved a good one for last.
Okay.
Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez.
Aw. All right. New York bestselling. Life's Too Short.
No,
Yes, it
that's
is.
just
another
don't-
books that she
yeah.
read. Okay, I wrote. Heart of Your World. Okay, so she's a city girl. He lives on a farm. He's a farmer. And full moon crescent.
Not you naming what moon is on the cover.
Well, it's important to know.
It's
And there's
Not.
there's a little lamb.
a goat.
Could be a lamb.
It's a goat.
Okay, it's a goat. All right, so they want to
Ask
be...
your book, How to Read the Wilderness. How do you determine a goat from a lamb?
From a lamb. Well, shape of the head, the eyes.
The eyes are scary.
Yeah, no, I don't like goat eyes.
No thank you.
No thank you is right. All right, so they work hard during the day and they want to be part of each other's world. Now, how did they meet? Because she's obviously a city girl. Look at, she's dressed to the nines. She works obviously in the city. And he is just a good boy, probably a
good, honest
farmer.
boy.
Yep, honest man that's just trying to do his best.
Aren't we all?
Right? But they're holding hands, and they really want to be part of each other's world. And it is a story of how they make that happen.
Okay. I mean, yes.
Point.
I will give you the point.
Yeah.
That's...
Now, I'm sure there's times, where they think they're going to get together, or they plan a weekend, and it doesn't happen because he has, it's harvest time.
Not harvest time.
Well, it might be. It's a big novel. Or planting. He either has to reap or sow. And she sometimes has deadlines. And she can't make it out to the farm. And he can't make it to the city. He probably doesn't even like the city. But he likes the city because she's there. So it's a romance on how they're going to try to, make it all happen. Now, my curiosity is, how did their worlds meet?
That's actually within the first, 10 pages of the book.
Did somebody swipe?
No. She gets a flat tire on this, back road, completely in the middle of nowhere. No cell service or anything. I don't think she has cell service. I don't really remember. But he was actually driving down the road, passes her, notices that she's stopped. He stops to see if she needs anything, and obviously it's you're a woman in the middle of the night, on the middle of a no-good road, and scary. I think she, threatens him with something to hit him, and then he's look, I'm just trying to fix your tire. And she's have someone on the phone coming, and he's like, I know that you don't. This is let me. And
you don't have service.
He's the only person that is within a 50-mile radius is probably drunk at the bar right now because it's a small town romance. So everyone knows everyone on his side of the world. So that's super fun. And he's everything in that town. So he's the mayor. He runs the bar. He runs, I don't know, he does everything. He's a little bit of everything in the small town. Very cute. What you don't get from the cover is that she's a doctor in the city, though.
I thought she
comes from a long line of doctors, so she has a really high, prestigious background.
And big connection.
And he has a lot of responsibility in the small town. So part of your world is, they both have their set worlds and, can't leave what they've got going on. So it's a good one.
I bet it is. I'd like to read it, I think.
It was one of my favorite books of last year.
Some of that, a lot of it. And maybe some of you know this. It's a show, though. It's on Netflix called Virgin River.
Heard of it? No. Well, no. But
Sappy.
Sappy.
Yeah. Hallmark-ish. Okay, I'll borrow it.
Would recommend.
Yeah.
To a friend and a mother.
Yeah. So
how did you do?
Yeah, how did I do?
I mean, I would give you 2.5 points, but I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3.
All right. What?
I mean, legally, you have 2.5 points out of 4.
Right, so where? What movie?
1 point for House with Good Bones.
Okay. 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1,
okay.
correct. 1 point for Part of Your World.
Okay.
I was going to give you 0.5 point for Serpent and the Wings of Night because you didn't get the vampires, you didn't get the competition.
Okay.
But there were a couple things that you did get.
So a 0.5 point.
Yeah, and then I wasn't going to give you anything for Kings of the Wild.
Nothing?
Fine. 0.25. So you got 2.75.
Okay.
She's going to fight tooth and nail for every point.
Yeah. Hey, I was
2.75.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good work. Oh, God. Scared me.
Scared me too. I got overzealous.
All right. Goodness. Okay, now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Last year.
Talk about the band is back together.
We both shopped for each other, picked 4 books, and then, we were going to read them. Out of the 4, I got one of the 4 that my mom recommended to me because she did good. A couple of them, I think one was...
One you already had.
One I already had. The other 2 I wasn't interested in. The other one was The Princess Bride, which I did buy, and I had full intention on reading before this video, but I just can't right now.
And I picked it because we enjoyed the movie when you were young.
Yeah, and we were talking about this last night because I had told her that we were going to be doing this. And for whatever reason, I have an issue with reading adaptations after I've seen the movie because I already know what's going to happen. So part of my world, part of my brain just can't focus because I already know what's going to happen. So,
I get that.
Apologies that I didn't do my part. I tried. You still love me?
Oh, yes, immensely.
Okay, good. But Mom got all 4 of my recommendations, and she read all of them.
I read them all.
Yeah, and a couple of them were chunkers.
Yeah,
so
which is good for me. I enjoyed them all. And I know that you said, because I read Death by Dumpling, and that's a series.
Yeah, so that was the first in
So
the
I
series.
need to find...
Yeah,
the
I think they're all standalones.
Yeah.
I don't know if they follow the same person. I think they're all different, but it's just like
a
a
real-
noodle shop mystery
Yeah.
series. It's
Yeah.
really it's a cozy mystery.
Yeah.
So there was Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chen, and then The Rose Code by Kate Quinn, and then The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and then Pachinko by Min Jin Lee.
Amazing story. I would recommend all of them. I really would.
Wow. But now we want to know, the people, we want to know what's like your ranking. Like, do you want to do like worst to best? And it's not saying that the worst was bad. It was just like, which one did you enjoy least to most?
Gosh.
If you have a tie, that's okay. It's not that deep. We're just having fun.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
Of these, what have you read?
I've read Pachinko and Death by Dumpling. I have not read any Kristen Hanna or Kate Quinn yet.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I need to.
Oh my goodness.
That's usually everyone's response to her books.
When you read her books, you are there.
Yeah. I hear
Hard
that
to
she's
put down.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she really is quite good. Gosh, I don't know, Sid. That's
think-
a hard question.
I think Pachinko was in my top 10 of whatever year that I read it. I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, I hated the ending.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, it was a good ending.
Very abrupt.
It made sense. It was
Yeah.
very abrupt. It made sense. It was just, I didn't want it to end that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Death by Dumpling was fun.
It was great for what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Death by Dumpling. Like, it's fun. It's a fun little cozy mystery.
Yeah, there's no...
The cozy
Like, I
atmosphere.
didn't walk around thinking about it.
Yeah. Then that might be...
I walked around and thought about those other 3. Like, I had to wait several days before I picked up another novel because my head wasn't clear.
That's called a book hangover.
Yeah.
You're learning all the terminology today.
Yeah. Arc.
Arc?
Indie.
Independent bookstores, indie, not just Indianapolis.
How could I not know that? I just thought she was talking about books in indie. Oh my god. How stupid am I?
No, you're not.
But I mean, yeah, those 3 books.
So Death by Dumpling at the bottom.
Yeah.
What out of 5, what would you give Death by Dumpling?
Oh, well, I really enjoyed it, so I would say
Like 5 is like one of the best you've read.
3.5.
I think that's
Is
fair.
that valid?
Yeah, I think I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, I would say read it because it's fun. I mean, it was actually kind of fun to read. I can't remember if order I read them in, but it was like,
I think you read that second.
it was refreshing
Yes.
to get to not be like, oh my god, what's going to happen to this poor woman?
Okay.
But it was good.
That's good.
Now,
Between these 3, I mean, like, do you want to just do ratings?
The Grade Alone, I think that's the one where they moved to Alaska. Is that true? I want to make certain because I've read 3 or 4 of her books, and I want to make sure this man who... Yeah,
Alaska.
Okay. He comes home from Vietnam, a changed man, as most of those poor people did, and tries to be good, tries to be positive, and he just needs a change. And he takes his wife and daughter, and they move to Alaska to this...
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh.
I actually didn't know anything about it.
It's so good. And it happens in the 70s. And they were all like, yeah, that's cool. Let's go, Dad. And what happens to their daughter is...
No spoilers.
It is such a good story.
Okay.
And I did a little research on it, and it actually has a lot of truth to it because it happened to her grandfather.
Oh, that makes me want to read it.
It
like
was
a lot.
It's an amazing story. You won't believe it. Yeah, I would highly
Like
recommend
5 out of 5.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Rose Code by Kate Quinn.
That is a story that just amazes me because of the strength and perseverance that women had. They broke codes. What they had to do to keep quiet and still do their job and stay alive.
What job is that a spoiler? What job were they doing? What was going on?
Oh my God. I don't know if it would be a spoiler or not. During the war.
Oh, probably
They broke secret codes of Hitler.
Oh, okay.
And
I mean, I've heard great things.
This is just about these 3 women, or I'm sure there were more than 3 women. It's a phenomenal story. Phenomenal.
5 out of 5?
You can't, yes, 5 out of 5.
Wow,
you
love
couldn't
it.
believe
Look at my skills of recommending.
what these women did,
Okay.
and women did it.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Pachinko.
Smart. Oh, that story is just heartbreaking.
It's so good though. I love
It is so good, but
I know it's
I
sad.
had to put it down.
Yeah.
I had to put it down sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, so heavy.
Yeah.
I had to take a break. But it was good. I would recommend it. 5 out of 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
You are allowed to do half
I
stars.
understand, but as it stands by itself, well worth a 5.
Love that. Cool.
Yeah. That Kristen,
You think was your favorite?
well, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, you have to read it. You have to read it. You have to read it.
Do you think that one was your favorite? Just like, if you were...
Of these 4?
Yeah, if you were to put them, so Death by Dumpling, you got to do the hard work.
Yeah.
You got to...
Oh, and you're so good at it. All right, I would do Death by Dumpling, Rose Code, Pachinko, Great Alone.
Interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Pachinko's up there. Because that was my wild card. That was like... wasn't sure if it was 100% going to be a hit. Because I knew that you like historical fiction and that thing,
So
but like...
sad.
Yeah.
I mean, really, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The choices that those women had to make for themselves and their children, and
And the
some
young
of the
boy.
scummy men.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Down with men.
Ooh, boo,
We
boo
don't
to
like
men. Except, of course, your husband and your dad.
Yeah, they're...
And your brother.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, they're good.
That was good. You did great.
Thanks.
Good little reviews, too. You want to start a channel?
No, I would not be good at that. But I would join you. Maybe we should do it like every 6 months and not every once a year. We'll see what the people want.
What do you guys want?
What do you guys want? Do you want to see more of me, or just once a year good enough? Tell us what you want, and I am there. I can do this as often as Sydney needs me. I'm there.
Okay, well...
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
I'm a mother to a great one right here. I have a great son and a great daughter. I'm a lucky girl.
We are the lucky ones. And on that note, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yeah,
if you are still here and don't know what to say, what emoji?
Well, something Mother Day-ish. So like a bouquet of
Cardinal?
flowers or something. Oh, a cardinal.
Leave a cardinal
Yeah.
down below in the comments.
And be kind to everyone.
Yes, but not yet.
Oh, don't.
Don't be kind yet.
Don't be kind yet. Hang on to your kindness.
While you're down there, please do subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now let's take a quick thumbnail. What
does that mean?
You have to pose for a photo.
Oh. Slide in. Maybe this
And
will
then
be an
look
outtake.
at this camera.
Oh, I keep looking there.
I know, me too. It's okay. Just look here.
Oh, so I'm going to look like I'm not
I
talking
was
to
looking
them.
there. Don't
Oh
worry.
my goodness, I'm sorry.
Everything's
I was
fine.
talking to you.
Everything's fine. Now smile. No, normal.
Okay. I love you, Sid.
I love you too. It's dying. Bye. Bye.